Historical fiction is a blend of events from the past with a fictional plot. Theodore Taylor's The Bomb is a historical fiction novel that takes place during and after World War II. The Bomb includes verisimilitude throughout and is a precise depiction of the life of the Bikinians during these unforgiving years. Taylor demonstrates the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Operation Crossroads, and the aftermath of Operation Crossroads in a historically correct manner. Deep into the novel, Taylor accurately portrays the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. On August 6, 1945, Sari and his uncle, Abram, heard the terrible news on the radio. The Americans had dropped an atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. Abram translated this information to Sari and the rest of the islanders, saying, "The Americans have invented a terrible new bomb. They dropped it on Hiroshima, a city in Japan, this morning. The Japanese are saying that thousands are dead. The whole city is destroyed." Just 3 days later, a second bomb of the same kind was dropped on another Japanese city, Nagasaki. The Bikinians soon came to find out that the explosion wiped out 90% of the city and immediately killed 80,000 people. Tens of thousands more would later die of radiation exposure. 3 days later, a second B-29 dropped another A-bomb on Nagasaki, killing an estimated 40,000 people. The focus and most important historical aspect of The Bomb that Taylor depicts is Operation Crossroads. Operation Crossroads was an atmospheric nuclear weapon test series conducted in the summer of 1946. In The Bomb, the Americans came back to the island a year after World War II had ended, saying that they needed to conduct nuclear tests on the Bikini Atoll. The series was to study the effects of nuclear weapons on ships, equipment, and material. Uncle Abram and Sari immediately refused, saying that they could find another place to proceed with the test, and that the island would be destroyed by the bombs. Even after Abram and Sari tried to convince the Bikinians that the atomic bomb was going to destroy Bikini, just like how it destroyed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Chief Judah announced, "We will go believing that everything is in the hands of God." The citizens of the Bikini Atoll relocated to the Rongerik Atoll. It is important to note that in the bomb, the Bikinians were only told that there was going to be one bomb, while in reality, Operation Crossroads consisted of 2 atomic bomb testings. The last and most dire historical event that Taylor demonstrates in The Bomb is the Bikinians' life on the Rongerik Atoll. Due to Operation Crossroads, the citizens of Bikini had to move to another island, and the Americans promised that they would move them wherever they wanted. Chief Judah decided that he would bring his people to the Rongerik Atoll. The islands of Rongerik Atoll were uninhabited because, traditionally, the Marshallese people considered them to be unlivable due to their size and because they had an inadequate water and food supply. Sari's grandmother, Grandmother Yolo, was one of the many Bikinians that believed that Rongerik was inhabited by evil spirits. Many of the islanders were unhappy about moving to Rongerik for these reasons. Once they arrived to Rongerik, everyone realized that many of the fish were poisonous and the coconut trees did not provide many fruits. The food supply on Rongerik rapidly dwindled and the Bikinians slowly began to starve. It is evident that Theodore Taylor's The Bomb demonstrates verisimilitude from start to finish. The tragic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki is accurately depicted through the sadness of the Bikinians. The characters Sari and Abram portray how many of the Bikinians did not want to leave their island to let it be destroyed by Operation Crossroads. Soon after arriving at Rongerik, the Bikinians wished for the plentiful supplies of fish and fruits that were readily available on Bikini. Despite these obstacles, the characters, like the Bikinians themselves, are invincible. Even though the Japanese had occupied the Bikini Atoll during the war until 1944 and had treated them harshly, the news settled uneasily among the Bikinians. Japan's Emperor Hirohito cited the atomic bomb as being a new and most cruel bomb. Although Taylor does an excellent job of depicting how the islanders felt about the bombings, he neglects to include the other countries' reaction.